So we know that we are in an age where streamers are taking over. We have people like Kai Cenat making big strides. He's about to be on 106 in Park now. They're on red carpets. Streamers are taking over. The question is, though, who's more influential now in this day and age, streamers or music artists?
Okay, influential based on who? Are we talking about kids or adults?
Well, let's talk about, talk.
The general population, what would you say?
I think there's more adults than kids, so I don't think.
But you gotta remember, kids also have fandom and adults don't.
I know, but what I'm saying is, people who are famous for non-streaming, we are, I think, the last generation where that is the most important thing. Like, you rap, you sing, you do something that we consider like, oh, but I think our children are gonna be like, I like your song, but you're not as cool as
that person.
That person that I follow on TikTok that got 27 million followers. You know, that's what I think.
I would say streamers have more influence over artists now because streamers understand it's not about them. It's always about the audience. And artists, it's always about them. So like an artist will show up. The artist wants you to come to his show, right? Come download my album, support me. Streamers are like, we coming to your shit. So like when we was at Rolling Loud, for example, while Playboi Carti's on the stage, my little Raymond is trying to find Kai Cenat because he's live from Rolling Loud somewhere. So he's like, Kai Cenat, they want to find him. It's like Kai Cenat understands, the streamers understands being seen is value. Right. Artists feel like only time they have value is when they're being seen being an artist, and that's where they lose. Like, so it's like because now you're like I'm here to sell my music, I'm here to get on stage, when the streamer's like, man, I'm just here to be with y'all. And I think that they understand. Now, let me tell you why I say I think they have more power, because I haven't seen anybody go to any artist platform to get elected president. I ain't say, matter of fact, I think, if I'm being honest with you, I think artists hurt the Kamala in the presidential race. Like, why is Megan Thee Stallion naked on stage showing her butt, right? That's how they looked at this. But Aiden Ross sat with Trump. So for me, I feel like streamers are way more powerful, but I think they're powerful because they understand that I am a 24/7 network. And artists don't understand. The artists think that the only time that they matter is when you're pressing play. On them. Theron just broke down how Bob Marley has weed, dreads, Jamaica. It's like, it's so many things you'll be associated with.
I think streamers are human. You know, artists.
They're not characters.
Artists seem like something built up. You know what I mean? Like, artists seem like the perfect human. Like, oh my God, your teeth are done.
Exactly.
Your makeup is done. Your hair is done. You know, Kai Cenat will roll out his bed with the crust in his eye and get on camera and be like, yo, and everybody feels like
eating his food on the camera, like,
food.
It's good.
It's natural. You know what I'm saying? I think people are tired of the perfection. People are tired of perfection, and you know,
artists only want to give you perfect because they only focus on the brand and the money on the total package.
I don't think it's that. I think that artists have been told that, because I feel like before artists get into the system of what the music business is, I think a lot of independent artists, they are a lot more human on. But you know, when you bring business into something, you're like, hey brother, we gotta make some money. And to make money, when business gets involved, polishing gets involved. You know, we polish it in.
Money means polish.
Money means polish.
But not with the streamers.
That's good.
Not with the streamers. How about this? Go to a mom and pop restaurant, right? And they cook their food and they take pictures of it with a cell phone, and you like, I don't like the way that good. Go to a polished restaurant, you know they paint the tomatoes, and they really do that.
Yeah, for sure.
Polish, because now this is a business that we're mass producing. McDonald's photos are photoshopped and fixed and filtered because we are selling to a massed amount, and people like pretty and glossy, and people love that. So it's not, we can't blame the artists for being sold when they do deals and stuff like that, because that's what sellers do. They sell, you know, but it's gonna be hard because now streamers are just as popular, making just as much as money. Brands want to stand next to them, and streamers are less of a liability.
Can I tell you why? Because they're always on. which means there's always an opportunity for
To
a brand
sell.
to be
Yeah.
seen and sold.
Yeah.
And the less of a liability.
Artists almost like, I'm not lending my likeliness to that. And streamers are like, I'll do it. And I believe that they're going to take over. Like, even I got my artist, he's here 11/11. He's like, I'm going to stream 4 hours a day. Like, you fucking better. Because that's he's like, what am I supposed to do? That's the problem that artists don't understand. They're like, what am I supposed to do? Dance, sing, rap? No, nigga. Just be yourself and let the artists know you.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that up because it's like artists now know that you have to stream, kind of be in social media, right? And it's like, I think when you were saying who we talking to, I think older, let's just say, I don't know, 30 and up. I'm going to keep it at that, right?
Sure.
Look at music artists as talent. I don't think they look at streamers as talent. Right? It's just, you just turn on something and you just do. Because if you don't understand it.
That's true. And that's
not
another
really-
thing. It's streaming is not defined. It's defined by you. Streaming is the action.
Right.
You could do anything on the stream.
Absolutely.
You could do hair. You could do anything. It's just the constant entertainment factor that you understand. That's why I think they're killing it. They understand we're here to entertain 24/7. Right? I give you an example. I saw footage of what's the kid? IShowSpeed walking in a random country, walking through a restaurant. They're going ape shit
China,
for him.
I think.
Yeah, in China.
I really
Yeah,
like
I
that
saw
kid.
that. And
I really
because
like that
Hannah,
kid.
shout out to Hannah Kang. She posted it.
Yeah.
But how many artists do you see doing that? Artists want to stand behind security. They want to stand behind. Don't take a picture of me. They mad because the paparazzi's taking a picture of you. Paparazzi taking a picture of you is a fucking honor.
That's a fact.
That means you made it.
That means you made it. And they be like, stop taking pictures of me.
Guess
It's like,
what's so
you
funny?
forgot what it's about.
Let's talk about paparazzi. Okay, as a celebrity, and I wish a celebrity could sit and explain to me. So paparazzi are in LA and New York. You can live somewhere else, my nigga. Like, you got
Dave
millions of
Chappelle
dollars.
said he walks through Ohio by
Like,
like,
no,
Yo, bro,
it's not a problem.
Yo, bro, I never see. I don't see paparazzi bothering Lotto, Lil Baby, none of the niggas in Atlanta,
Unless they in LA.
unless they in
Or New
LA,
York.
Yes.
or unless they in New York.
That's
so when
the
I see
culture.
people
That's the
like, yo, why? I'm like, bro, you are a multi-millionaire. Move to another fucking place, please.
But you know, I'm be honest with you. No, you're right. How about to say streamers understand that it's always about being on. It's always about being seen. It's always about being recognized. And it's attention is their currency. Artists feel like I'll talk to y'all when I have an album. And that's what they don't understand. You're supposed to talk 24/7.
Yep.
You have to give access. And guess what? You don't have to talk about your album. You could, like, Carrie Hilson is our homegirl. Carrie Hilson likes cooking. We could just cook together.
Right.
But you gotta show the people that you are
Human, exactly. And that's what
That's
I was
the
going to say
key.
about 11. Like, you know, any new artist or whatever, it's like, just do you. Right?
Yes.
Right.
Artists think social media is, I got to play you got to
It's
hear
the
my
stage.
song. You got to
It's
hear
not
my
the
song.
stage.
I will
my
say this.
song.
I will say that there is another side to this coin to where the streamers and a lot of the people who have the availability in their spirit to go on without feeling so much anxiety, right? And so much fear of just like, there's introverts, right? There's just natural
Most are,
introverts,
most are.
right? And so it's just like these artists, they're caught up in their head, you know, they're trying to figure out, oh shit, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing, because all they know is when they lock in to music that makes sense to
That
them.
means they're in work mode.
Right? But maybe they don't do that every day, and then maybe they don't
Exactly.
do that all the time, right? But how do you help those who are extremely talented, yet they don't have that extroverted energy to be able to get out there and become this? And that's where
Find a friend.
Okay.
And their job should be to record you all day.
So I got a question.
Simple as that.
I
I
love
was just
this,
thinking
right?
somebody.
Okay.
I love what you said because I have a question for everybody. Do you think in this marketplace there's an artist that can make it without the internet or social media, just strictly off of great music?
Yes.
Just great
Yes.
music.
Yes.
You believe that?
Yes.
Now, what do you say by make it, though?
That's
Becomes like the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill album drops today, as good, and it's as good as it was then.
Tehran, yes. I'm gonna tell you something. It's a girl that none of y'all probably heard of, named Cleo Soul. Never heard of her. Yeah, Tehran.
Yeah,
Never heard
Cleo
of her.
Soul's amazing.
My friend was trying to get tickets and was like, "Can you find them?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I never heard of her. Should be easy." That shit was like a fucking mission, like to get like Tehran. You've never seen her. She could walk down the street because her fans are not there to follow you. Her fans have jobs and kids.
Where
so
did
they're
you find
going
it,
home.
though? Where did you end up finding it, though?
No. I had to call. She's from London. I had to call a friend from London to get
But I
tickets.
have a
There was
question.
no-
How
was there a
So
page?
is
Nothing?
she on in it?
She is. But what I'm saying, Tehran, is she's on the internet, but so is Jesus. Jesus has a page on Instagram. So does Michael Jackson. He's dead.
He sends my wife texts. Jesus does.
He does. Exactly. Jesus texts your wife.
I just want you to know.
That's my point. And it's like, it's right.
Good service up there.
Jesus' page on Instagram has a blue check. Yeah. How the fuck who controls that? This is the most famous man to ever live, and he just got a blue check and he has a page. And who control? That's my point, Theron. It doesn't matter. It's about off time, on time. It's about connecting. It's opportunity. Theron, your wife, you might love Toby, but your wife might love Fat. But we still going to the show together because we love something. So I do think that there are artists out there who, Toby, same thing. If he didn't have, he built his own social media. Yeah. That's different. But I'm saying there are artists, if your audience is older, you don't have to do social media. Bruno Mars doesn't have to do social media. Maroon 5 don't have to do social media.
Beyonce
I agree.
Doesn't have to.
Well, I think because their fan base is
that's
already
what I'm
built
saying.
in.
No, but
you're talking about breaking through.
I'm saying to you that
My
if their
question-
fan base wasn't built with the kind of music they make, they can.
Where do they hear it though?
No,
I'm
on
talking
the
about
radio.
a brand new artist. That's what I
On
meant.
the radio.
That's what I'm saying.
On the
You're talking
radio.
about no socials, no website, no nothing.
On the radio.
Oh, that's like,
On the radio.
No. You got to do something.
If somebody had 10 hits on the radio,
I'm not saying
let's be clear, bro. Doechii has been making noise for a minute.
But
She has a
she's
record.
online.
She has a record. No, I'm just saying. But I'm saying she's big. My point is this: is that you can be big online and not have radio, and you still be something.
Yes.
But you can also be big over there and not have an online presence and still be something. That's all I'm arguing.
I'm saying, but okay. Generationally, I think Beyonce is like the last celebrity.
She is.
Right?
Super
True
duper star.
superstar, right? That probably we're ever gonna have. Beyonce doesn't need social media at all.
At all.
She has it, but she don't. I don't think Beyonce. If Beyonce,
Jay-Z don't have it.
But okay, they come from a different time. I'm talking about.
Starting today.
I'm talking about Henny.
Yeah.
I want to sign you, and I want to make music on you. He can sing, he can dance,
Yes.
and he doesn't
Theron,
have.
if you're interesting enough, yes.
But how do they find out if you're interested?
I mean, you're gonna have to post on social media. But hear me out. But hear me out. But my point I was saying is that Jesus has a social media and Jesus is not posting. That's my point. You can do it without you necessarily doing it.
Oh, you
can
yourself?
tell, Theron,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can
It
tell
has to
your
be a
story.
presence.
You can tell your
Yeah,
story.
I
Your
mean-
thing might be, I don't want you to talk. I don't want y'all to hear me talk. See how cool I look in pictures. You go ahead.